Hey, this is Vik JC, and in this video I'm going to be showing you Amazon FBA product research with Helium 10. I'm going to be using the black box tool that Helium 10 have to show you exactly how you can find tons of products. I'm going to be showing you 4 different methods so you're able to find tons of products to get your Amazon FBA business going. I've also got some giveaways for you where you can win 1 month's worth of Helium 10, a free coaching call with me, and also a chance to win the Amazon FBA Stars course with my mentorship. The winner will be announced in the free Amazon FBA Stars Facebook group. Click the link below to join. Now let's start doing some Amazon FBA product research with Helium 10. So let's kick off with the first giveaway, which is Helium 10 for 1 month for free. Now, the only thing you have to do is subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, and in the comment section below, just write the words, "I like Helium 10." Now let's jump into this video. So what we're going to be using first, if this is the Helium 10 tool, these are all of the tools that are provided by Helium 10. And in fact, actually, let me show you how you can go about purchasing the product. So if you head over to Helium 10, I've actually got a link in the description for you so it can take you straight there, and a discount, a 50% discount on Helium 10. So make sure you head over to Helium 10 first. There are tons of products. It has product research, keyword research, listing optimization, keyword tracking, helping you with the product launches, checking that you're actually getting the refunds that you're meant to get from Amazon, competitor spying, and there is a ton more of integrated products. Now you can learn more about this stuff here if you wanted to, but I'm going to show you black box. Let me quickly show you what the pricing is. So if you head over here, you can get the free plan, which is only 20 uses on black box. You'll need Magnet, you'll need Cerebro, you only get 2 uses per day. You'll use that immediately. You can use the a la carte plan if you wish, but it turns out more expensive. I use the platinum plan, which gives me everything that I want. I can use black box as much as I want, Transfer, Magnet, Cerebro, Frankenstein, Scribbles, and all the rest of it. And also the keyword tracker, which is really, really important to use. So the platinum plan is the one you want to get. If you want 50% off, make sure you use the link in the description and the discount code that I've put in there, which is Vik JC 50, and this will be 50% off, so it will be just under $50 a month. So let's head back to the product research and black box. So as you can see here, here are all the tools. We want to use the black box tool. Now, once you're in the black box tool, you may find that this is very similar to other product research tools, but it has huge differences when you actually start diving in and start looking at the products in greater detail. And you won't need to dive in too far to actually get that information. Helium 10's black box gives you all the information that you need. So the first thing that you want to do is select the marketplace over here. And you want to make sure that you pick the relevant country that you're selling in. So whether it's Italy, whether it's UK, Canada, etc. But we're going to be using Amazon.com, which is the USA. So the first categories you want to pick are arts and crafts. So I'm just going to quickly go through these and pick some of these. And I'll explain why I haven't picked some of these as well. Health and household, home and kitchen, industrial and scientific, kitchen and garden, office products, patio, lawn and garden, pet supplies, sports and outdoor tools and improvement, and then leave it at that. So there's a couple of reasons why I haven't picked appliances. It's because it tends to be large and electronic. Automotive can be pretty similar, but it is something you can look into later. In fact, let's click that and see what comes up. Beauty and personal care. It's products that tend to go on your skin, and we don't want to meddle in that because if you get it wrong, there could be a big lawsuit against you, so you kind of want to stay away from that. Books is not really a massively profitable category. You have camera and photo. Again, this is electronics. When it comes to clothing tends to have the highest return rate, and you must get it absolutely right. That's why when clothing businesses start, they spend a ton of money on product research. They spend a ton of money on research, getting the products right, and then they also spend a ton of money on marketing. Computers is electronics, electronics is electronics, and also we don't want to sell food, things that go inside people's mouths or on their bodies, like I mentioned before. So that's why I've selected these, and let's select musical instruments as well and see exactly what comes up. So the monthly revenue, the minimum that we want to look for is $10,000 a month, and that will give us a good start to a new business as a beginner. The price that we were looking for is $20 as a minimum. so we can start making some decent profits with a $20 selling point. Ideally, we want to add some value and we want to get this to around the $30 or more mark, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Remember, this is only the first method that I'm showing you. There are 3 other methods that I want to show you as well. But let's quickly go through this. The review count, we want to make sure that it's less than 50, you could put less than 75. At an absolute maximum, don't put it no more than 100. If there are any sellers that have 1,000 or 500 reviews, it means they've been in the market for a very long time, and it will be very hard for you to come in and try and compete with them. So the next thing you want to select is the shipping tier size. You want to make sure it's a small standard size or a large standard size. Ideally, you want to just select the small standard size, but I want to make sure that you see the opportunities that are available for both of these shipping size tiers. So the next bit is you want to open up the advanced filters. Now you can just hit search from there, but you want to make sure that you open up the advanced filters so you have more filters to look at, so we're looking at the right products. So there's a lot of this information you can use, but I'm going to skip a lot of this for the time being. A lot of people use monthly sales, but since we're already getting and searching for monthly revenue of 10,000, sales becomes a little bit irrelevant at this point, but we will look at that later. So the one thing that I want to look at here is the variation count. Now the variation count essentially means you can have one listing where you can have multiple different sizes. So let's take, for example, a t-shirt. You can have one listing that sells one t-shirt, but within that listing you will find multiple variations. So you'll have different sizes. You'll have small, you'll have medium, you'll have large, you'll have extra large, etc. So we want to look at products in this scenario to make sure that there is a variation of a maximum of 1. So we don't want to be doing anything more than 1. You can change this to 2 if you want, but that means you'd have to spend more money getting more products. And as a beginner, you don't want to be doing that. You want to find products where there's only 1 variation so we can come in and compete within that market. At a later date, when we're growing our business, then we can start putting in the variation. Now the weight, I would usually put around 5 pounds over here. We don't want it too heavy because then the shipping will become expensive and it will impact the amount of profit that we actually make. So that's all you would put there. So remember, you just need to select your categories, put the monthly revenue, the price of $20, review count no more than 50. You want to select the shipping tier as small, standard and large size. And then you put the variation count as 1. And then you put the weight no more than 5 pounds. So let's hit search and see what actually comes up and go through some of this information here. Now, as you can see here, I tend to keep away from electronics, so I'm not going to analyze this one here. Let's go down and see what we can find. So these look like pills. So if they are pills, you want to keep away from that. You don't want to, as a beginner, you really don't want to stay. As a beginner, you really don't want to be getting into anything like that goes inside people's bodies. This looks like some sort of patch, but we want to try and find something that's quite easy to use. Now, this is something that we could look at, but if we look at the price here, it shows as $1,500, and that seems extremely unlikely. It looks like somebody's put the price up because they've probably run out of stock. Now, I'm going to show you how you can make sure that people aren't putting prices up and down, so you can know exactly where you sit and where you stand with this. Now, this looks good. So this is a productivity planner for 2019 for entrepreneurs, and that's you, I guess. So when we go down the information over here, you can see the category, we can see what they've branded it as and who the seller is, whether it's an FBA fulfillment or they're fulfilling it themselves, the size, which is a large standard size, the amount of images they have. Now that is really important to look at as well, because if they only have 1 image, then there's an opportunity there, and I'm going to show you how to use that to your advantage in one of the other stages. The variation count is 0. Like we said, we want it less than 1. This is absolutely perfect. There's only 1 of these. There's no different sizes. So if we go into weight, it's less than 2 pounds, which means this is going to be pretty cheap to ship over. And we can also see the package dimensions. Now, this is really important to understand, because if we start looking at large products, it will become expensive to ship and it will become expensive to store. Now, talking about storage fees, they've got this right here. So here are the storage fees. If you ordered 1,000 units and you stored it in Amazon's warehouse for a month during the period of January and September, you would only pay $32.90. Now, in my eyes, that is ridiculously cheap. I've had products where I've paid $400, $500 just to store in Amazon's warehouse. $32 is next to nothing. Now, remember, between the month of October and December, which is a peak period, the traffic increases on Amazon. There's more stock coming into Amazon's warehouse, and they need to manage this. So they put the price of storage up. But even when the price of storage goes up for 1,000 units that you store for a month, it will cost you $114.45. That is invaluable information that you absolutely need to know, that no other software that I have seen has actually got this information. Now, with this information, you can go into this product thinking, yes, this is going to be a profitable product. The storage fees are low. The shipping's probably going to be cheap because it's less than £2. And we now need to look at what the opportunity is. But we're not finished there. We just need to quickly check some of the other information over here. So as we can see, the price of the product is $29.97, which is awesome. It's a really good selling price, and we're likely to achieve a $10 per unit profit margin. Now, this person is selling 416 units every single month. Their revenue is $12,467.52. And this is their best sellers rank. So this is a ranking overall within a specific category. So within the category of office products, this person is ranking 5,350, which is really good. So the reviews here you can see are only 24 reviews. This is a probably an extremely new seller that has relaunched this product or has just launched this product and now has 24 reviews with an average review rating of 4.9. Now, if you wanted to go into this product, you just click this button over here and it will open it out for you into a new tab. But there's a couple of things I quickly want you to look at before we go into this, just to make sure that this is a good product for us. So if you hover over the price, click on that, and you will see a chart that will give you information on the change in price. So if we look at 30 days, for instance, we can see the price has remained at around the $28 mark for quite some time, and they have just increased it to just under $30. So let's look at this over a 90-day period. So there's some information missing over here, but that's absolutely fine. But what you can see is the majority of the time they've kept it at the $28 mark, and then just recently upped it to $30 because they're doing well and they're shifting their product and making a decent amount of money. They're making $12,500 a month. Now, what's the next step when we look at this product? We will open this product out and we will check what the product is and how well they are doing. So as you can see, they have really great images over here. It really shows what the planner is about, what it has, what it includes. There's a really nice lifestyle image over there as well, so people can start picturing how they would use this product in their daily lives, and that's really important when you're looking at images. Look at the packaging over here. So this is brilliant packaging. Now, don't sit there and think that you need to do amazing packaging for every single product that you sell. That's not the case. It's entirely dependent on the product that you're selling. For a product like this, I would do something like this. It adds value to the product. It probably won't cost you much money to add a box like this, and you will be able to increase the value significantly. So let's say you paid $1 per unit for that box. So for that packaging, you could increase the price, the selling price, by $5, $6, $7 per unit. So you can see when I talk about adding value, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And then you can see further information about the product. Now, if we scroll down, we want to see where the opportunity is with this product. So the first thing that we want to do is scroll all the way down over here, and you can see that Helium 10 has already given us some information over here about the ranking of the product, which you will use this right-hand column for, and the price of the product, which we will use the left-hand column for. So if we quickly hover over this, what we can see here is the sales rank is in red, which you would use the right-hand column for, and the price is in blue, which you can use the left-hand column for, and then you also have a list price in yellow, which you use the left-hand column for. The list price is just like an RRP price. It's a normal price when it's not on sale, but the actual price is in blue, and that's the one you want to keep your eye on. So to me, this looks good. They've kept the price the same, but somehow have managed to increase their ranking, which means their sales have increased. So as this goes down, sales absolutely will increase. And as it goes back up, it will slightly decrease. And this is absolutely ideal. This is the type of chart that you want to see when you're looking at a product. So if we're looking at the blue line and the price went up and down throughout this 30-day period, that's ideally what we are not looking for, because this person is testing the price to see what is actually a good selling price or not. So if we click on 90 days, for instance, we can see that the price was very, very high over here at $37.99, so $38, and the ranking was extremely, extremely high, which means they're highly unlikely to be selling many units. And as soon as they introduce their price of just around the $28 mark, you can see their ranking improved massively, and they probably started generating a massive increased amount of sales. Now, this was just in December last year, and through that period, they've been making some serious amount of sales because their ranking has been extremely low. So make sure you look at the bigger picture as well. So not just the 30 days, check out the 90 days as well. But how do we spot an opportunity on a product like this? How do we not copy this person and do the exact same thing? How do we make it different? So one of the things you can do is look at this product and see if there's any improvements that you can make just off the bat, looking at the images over here. But this looks pretty strong. The next thing that you could do is you could scroll down and look at what is frequently bought together. So this is invaluable information that Amazon provide, and actually Helium 10 provide this information as well. When you start doing reverse ASIN searches, when you start looking at this product within Helium 10, it will show you this data and information, and it will show you what is most frequently bought together. But this is right here. You just scroll down and the information is here for you. So there's a couple of things that you can see here that I already like, which is the sticky notes. People are buying the productivity planner and sticky notes, and they are also buying fine liner color pens. Now, you don't have to put the exact same thing, but you can put a slight variation of this product. So you could sell this book with some post-it notes and a couple of pens, maybe 2 black pens if you wanted. And you'd have to buy a bunch of those, maybe buy 100, 250, 500, test that in the market, see how well it does, and take it from there. But when you're adding value to this product, so this product is already priced at around the $30 mark, as you can see here, you would add another $5 and sell this for $35. You're now giving value to your customer, and they are getting exactly what they want. They will come back to you again and again. And as you can see, this is a consumable product, and every year you can create a new one. This is a 2019 planner. You create a 2020 planner when it comes to it, and you create a 2021 planner when it comes to it. And by that time, you will know exactly what your customers want, because you will have all of this information. And when you're using Helium 10, and you're already selling on Amazon, it will start to give you this information and data, so you could use this to your advantage and grow massively on Amazon. Now let's go on to the second method. So if we go back to Black Box over here, we'll scroll straight back up to the top, and I'm going to show you what changes we can make to do the second method that we could use to find products using this product research method. Now, just as a reminder, if you want to win 1 month's worth of Helium 10, make sure you write "I want Helium 10" in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video and you subscribe to the channel, and you will be entered into the competition. Remember, the competition winners will be announced in the Amazon FBA Stars free Facebook group. I've also got a link in the description for you there. Now let's move on to number 2 and look at how we can go about making some changes to the data over here to find the product that we're looking for. Now, this product research method is for people who are just starting out, just want to trial out a product and see if this is something that they want to do, and want to dabble in selling on Amazon FBA. Now, there's not a huge amount of changes that you want to do. So in the marketplace section over here, we want to still make sure that the monthly revenue is $10,000 every single month, because we do want to make money on this. The next thing that we actually do is we change the price. So we want to change this to less than $20. So let's put in $19.92. We'll keep the review count to 50, and we'll keep the shipping size tier the same. We'll also keep the variation count the same. Remember, this is how many variations there are within one listing. So if you had a t-shirt, it'd be one listing. Small, medium, and large will be 3 different variations. Now we also want to keep the weight down, so let's drop that actually. Let's drop that down to 2 pounds and see what comes up. I don't know if we'll get any products, but this is what product research is all about. It's about discovery and finding the product that you want. So let's see if we can find some cheaper products to sell. Right, as you can see, there are tons of products to look at over here. So Paw Patrol, make sure you keep away from anything that's patented or protected in any shape or form. If it's a big brand, keep away from it. You don't want to get involved in any type of legal battle. Amazon will take down your listing and you will be banned from selling on Amazon. So don't make those costly mistakes. I know people who have done this and not done the checks beforehand and have made these mistakes. However, if we scroll down, we can see something over here already. This is a 4-piece elastic adjustable bed sheet holder. I'm not entirely sure why people would need that. Oh, actually I do. So it's to hold the corner of your bed when you've got the sheets on your mattress, if that's correct. Yes, it is. Okay, so as you can see, the category, brand, the seller, the fulfillment, the size tier is a large standard size. That's fine. They got a number of images. They've only got 1 variation, which is fantastic. The weight is low. It's 0.2 pounds. That is cheap to ship. That is insanely cheap to store as well. Look at the package dimension over here. That's really, really small, 4.4 by 3.6 by 0.5 inches. So as you can see, the storage for 1,000 units a month between January and September is $3.16. That is extremely cheap. That's cheaper than a coffee. Wow, that's really cheap. Okay, so between January and September for a month, 1,000 units will cost you $11 as well. That's extremely cheap. That's less than the price of some meals these days. They've also put the age as well. So this listing hasn't been around for a very long time. Now, you can see there's only 1 seller, which is great. The price is $8.99. We click on that to see if there's been any price variation. So they've only started selling January last year, and they've only reduced the price once from $8.99 to $6.29, and it was only for a very short period during July. That's absolutely fine. So that's giving me some confidence that this thing has been selling for some time now. We can look at the monthly sales. We can even click into monthly sales and see what this has been doing over time. Now, as you can see, sales are increasing over this period. So if we look at the black line, which is the trend line, shows that this is going up. It's increasing in sales through this 30-day period. Now, if we went over to 90 days, we can see the exact same thing. However, it was slow growth to begin with. By the way, this is business. If it is slow growth to begin with, it's really slow over here, as you can see. Then it starts to pick up, and then it really shoots up. It's really funny because this is a great replica of a success chart as well. So this is exactly what it looks like on Amazon, and this is how long it can take, and this is how short it can take depending on how you want to see things. But as you can see, they already started making sales when they first started out, well, 90 days ago at least, and they're doing really well now. So the blue line is the amount of sales, and the green line is a 7-day average, which essentially gives you an average of the last 7 days. So it makes it a smoother line for you. And then the black line, which is the trend line, gives you a strong idea in the direction of how fast this thing has grown over the 90-day period. But as you can see, all the lines go up. So this is great. We don't need to look at this any further. So you can see the monthly revenue here is $14,950. So they're doing really, really well. Their bestsellers rank, which is 3,500, which is good for the category of home and kitchen. Now, they only have 33 reviews, which is insane because it's so low. It means they're very new. With only 33 reviews, they're making let's call this $15,000. They've only got they've got a 4.7 average, which is great. With 33 reviews, they're doing so well. It's insane. Okay, let's look at this product. So what we would do is we would open this product out, like I mentioned before, we would scroll down, have a look at what they're actually selling. So it's 4 pieces, as you can see over here. Let's look at some of the other images. You know, it tells you a little bit more around the product and why it's good. Tells you about the quality, tells you where else you can use this product as well. It tells you what sizes it fits, what bed sheet sizes it fits, and it tells you the minimum and maximum length of the stretch. And it also tells you the tension as well. So brilliant listing over here. It shows you how you can use it. They've got a decent title, decent information over here. But as I said before, we want to see how well this has been doing. So let's click and check how this has been doing over 90 days. So like we said, we can see the price has not changed, but the ranking has improved and done really well and stuck at this level over here. And you can see that the sales are continually doing really well. So you can see it's taken some time to start off. If we put this over a year's period, it was quite sporadic to begin with. Then it became a little bit more tame over here, staying within this range, and then they have now managed to nail it and do really well. So they are doing really well. There's no reason why you couldn't do well and buy a product like this. So for example, this is $8.99. You might be able to source this product for $1. And if you could source this product for $1 or less, I don't know how much this product is going to cost. You'd have to contact some suppliers and get in touch with them to see how much this is going to cost you to buy. But if you get it less than $1, it's likely that you're going to make some money. Now, if they're making $15,000 a month, then it's likely that they are profiting a serious amount of cash. So I would likely say that they are taking home at least $5,000 in profit every single month, because the costs are so low to sell something like this. Like we said over here, the storage fee is low, and the shipping will be extremely low as well based on the weight. You know, the package is really small in size as well. Now that's the second method. I'm going to show you the third and the fourth method now. So if you haven't entered the competition to win Helium 10 for a month, make sure you write "I want Helium 10" in the comment section below. I'm also going to tell you how you can win that coaching call and how you can go about winning my course, the Amazon FBA Stars course, for free, including my mentorship. So let's move into the third method. So if we go back up to the top and go to Marketplace over here, let's put the price back to what we were looking at. Let's look at $20. And sometimes you could even do $19.97, so you capture the the few cents that are slightly below the $20 mark. So we're still looking at the monthly revenue of $10,000 a month. We've got the $20 mark here. We've got the maximum reviews of 50. Now the review rating is the part that I want to look at. So the maximum review rating that we want to put over here, let's start off with 3.5. Now you can change this if you wish. Let's start off with 3.5, and I want to show you how you can make money by doing just this small change in your product research method. Now we keep everything else the same apart from the weight. You could keep that the same if you want. I want to go up to 5 just to see what we can find. So I'm going to hit the search button over here. Remember, this is the third product research method. So I'm going to hit the search button over here, and I'm going to scroll through these products to find a product. And I'm going to show you exactly why we do that. So if we scroll down, we want to find a product that is not electrical, doesn't go on your body, that is probably easy to source. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit more difficult to find the product that you want, but this is what it takes. It takes time, it takes a little bit of effort to find the product that you want. So we're going to have to go on to second page over here. Now remember, if you haven't entered the competition, all you need to write to win Helium 10 for a month is "I want Helium 10" in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. And I'm going to show you how you can win the coaching call and my course for free with my mentorship. Okay, so I found something over here that I wanted to look at. But if you see here, it looks like there's 0 sellers. They're selling it for $50 and they've got a -1 review. Okay, ignore that. So if something like that comes up and it looks odd, ignore it and move on. You don't want to look into things like that. So I think we've made a small mistake over here within the search. We need to make sure that we put a minimum review of 1 at least over here, and then we hit the search button. Right, I'm going to quickly scroll through this and find a product and come straight back to you as soon as I found one. So I've come to page 3 and I haven't found anything that I want. And this is a lesson that you actually need to start making some changes when you're doing your product research. So I wanted to put a maximum price of $50 over here. Well, let's put $51.94 for instance. We've got a review count of 1 to 50. We've got a review rating. Let's put that up to 3.8 because we're not finding the products that we want. Let's take off the variation count for now and let's keep the weight to about 7 pounds. And let's see what difference that makes. So as you can see already, this is the absolute first and second product that has come up. That is something that I already want to look at. So all we did is we made a small amount of change instead of going through pages and pages of information. If you're not finding any products whatsoever, make a small change. Change the price, put a review count in, increase the review rating. That's the real one. That's what we really wanted to do. The variation count, and then increase the weight, just so we can open up the search a little bit so we can find some opportunities. And they come to us much more quickly. So as you can see, the first product that we have here is a stainless steel lunch box. And it looks like some sort of insulated bag that comes with the lunch box. Is leak proof, etc., etc. So we can see the information here. Like we mentioned before, there are nice amounts of images, so 8 images. There is a variation count, so there are 9 different products. It's likely to be either size or color, and I think it's going to be color because these 2 products are exactly the same, so it's likely to be color. That's absolutely fine. What we can do is release the most common color and see how that pans out, and then eventually add to that variation and build our business. Now, as you can see, the weight is extremely low, so it's less than 1 pound, which means it is cheap to ship over. The package dimensions are fairly large in my opinion. However, if you're making this type of money, then it shouldn't really matter too much. And as you can see, the storage fees are £223. And the storage fee during October and December is $775. So that means your inventory management, which means how many pieces of stock you keep within Amazon, you must be really good at it and make sure that you're only storing the amount that you sell in the following few months. And I would usually only stock no more than 3 months worth of supply and continue to ship this stuff over. Now, as you can see, there is only one seller. They are selling it for $33.99. They make 375 sales a month, which means they make $12,746 every single month. So as you can see, the reviews are only 46, but the review rating is 3.4. This is where the opportunity is, and I'm going to show you how you can make some serious money out of this just by looking at the reviews. But it's time for the next competition. It's time to find out how you can go about winning the coaching call with me. All I want you to do is make sure that you've already liked this, you've subscribed to the channel, and in the comment section below, I want you to write Coach Me. All you need to write is Coach Me, and you will be entered into the competition to win the free coaching session with me. And this is a telephone call, a Skype call, or a Facebook video call. You can ask me any questions that you might have in relation to Amazon, or if you want just a general coaching session on getting better and starting a business in general, I'm more than happy to help you on that as well. So if you want to win the coaching call, just write Coach Me in the comment section below, like and subscribe. Now let me show you how to do this. So if we click on the reviews over here, you can see that Helium 10 starts to load up some information about the reviews. Now what we want to do is we want to look at the all time. Now, as you can see here, the green line is the review rating. So that's the average review rating that they have. And the blue line is how many reviews they actually have. So as you can see over here, the green line is high, which means they've got a good average review rating. So they've got 4.4 at the time of August 10th, 2018. And they've got a review count of 6. But as you can see, there is a crossover over here, and actually we could probably represent that better in a 90-day chart. So as you can see, as the review count increases over here on the blue line, the average rating on the green line starts to decrease, which means people are reviewing the product and telling that the product is not a good product and there is something wrong with this product. Now, that's where the opportunity is. That's where we can come in and improve the product and make it better. So we already know that this product sells, it does well. Imagine if we got we released this product, we got 46 reviews, and we were a 5-star product. We would automatically do better than this. So what we want to do is we want to open this out. We obviously understand what the product is, so we can check it out over here if we want to. It's a stackable storage device for food, and they've got silicone rings, etc., and how it's made. Now, this is really simple to source from China, so don't think that this is really difficult to get. As mentioned before, we want to make sure that we scroll down and we look at this chart. And as you can see, the ranking has been pretty good throughout the last 30 days. If we look at 90 days as well, it's been pretty steady and pretty good. So there is a demand for this specific product. They are doing really well, and this is a product we definitely want to look at. But how do we go about checking what the opportunity is and how we can go about improving the product? Well, Helium 10 actually have a tool that will help you to do this. So if you've got Helium 10, this is included in the package. It's a Chrome extension that also includes profitability calculator, the actual Chrome extension, which is called X-Ray, used for product research, and I'll make a video on that very, very soon for you. It shows inventory levels, and you can use, what we want to use is the review downloader. Now, as you can see, we can actually put the from date and to date of when the reviews were actually put in. We can put in this information over here, but we're going to leave all of that blank. Now, this is the important part. As you can see, 44% of people have given it a 5-star review. 16 have put a 4-star review, 13 have put 3, 13, etc., etc. Now, if we wanted to download these reviews and we only wanted to include the 1-star, the 1-star and 2-star, and inclusive of 1, 2, and 3 stars, then we can extract this information just by pressing this button over here. We hit extract. Helium 10 will pull out the information for us. Now, we can do a little bit of analysis over here, and we can find what people are saying the most. Now, how simple is this? There's 16 phrases that Helium 10 have found, pointed out by customers, that tell you exactly what's wrong with this. Now, it might not always be accurate, but if you just scroll down, you can see, look, does not hold. So the 2 boxes probably don't hold together. Cold food, that probably says that the thing that keeps the product warm is not doing its job. If we look at quality, is poor. The plastic covering, there's probably something over here as well. So we can even click into this and we can read exactly what's wrong with this product, and you can see there's a 1-star review over here. So they've written they've just ordered the product. Delivery is great, but the product quality is poor. It doesn't look worthy of the price. The bag came torn. So that's something that you can simply improve on just by adding quality control. That's simple. I put that in my course as well for all of my students on how to go about doing that, and I also give them some discounts with my partnered inspection company. Plastic covering for lower container has come off of the steel bowl, so all of this stuff can be taken care of. It's pretty simple stuff. So we can also go back to all of the reviews, and we can just have a read down. We can have a read into the products that are here, and we can see what people are actually saying. Normally you would have to go back to Amazon and you would have to go to the review section over here. So you would click on the reviews, and you're only able to actually, oh no, this is the wrong one. And you're only able to actually click on the 2-star review. So it'll only show 2-star reviews. It will show only 3-star reviews. Then you'd have to go through and manually check what's wrong with the product. Whereas the Helium 10 review checker, is that what they call it? Review downloader, gives you all of this information, does an analysis on it. You can show exactly what's wrong with the product, and you can go and speak to your supplier about this, and you can make the changes that you need to make. Come in and compete with these guys and make more than what they are making. So if they're making 12,700 on this product, you could be making 15, 20,000 when you get built up and started, and grow this business, and then build it out by adding more listings and more variations and giving the customers exactly what they want. So that's 3 product research methods I've already shown you. Now let me show you the 4th. Now just to remind you, if you want to enter the competition for winning Helium 10 for 1 month, make sure you write "I want Helium 10" in the comments section below, like and subscribe as well. If you want to win a coaching session with me, you can ask me anything you want about Amazon, I will give you a coaching and mentorship call, and we could do either a video call or a telephone call if you wish. If you want to enter, make sure you write coach me in the comment section below, and you also like and subscribe this video. There's also an opportunity to win my Amazon FBA Stars course for free, which includes my mentorship as well. And I want to show you how you can go about winning that. But let me show you the fourth method in how to go about finding some products. Now, there's not many changes we have to do on this. We need to just take out the review rating over here. And what we want to do now is keep this weight. Let's put this back to £5. You can always change this as much as you want, and you will find the products that you are looking for. Now, you could do the most simplest thing by just making the number of images to 2, or let's go with 3, for instance. So number of images is 0 to 3. So we are now looking for we're looking for listings that make $10,000 every single month. Between this price, so we know we're making a good profit. Between this review count, so we know that we can come in and enter and compete within this market. We're also looking for a low weight, so we know the shipping is going to be low. We've also entered the shipping size tier as well, so it will be cheap, relatively cheap to actually store within Amazon's warehouse. And we're now going after number of images. Now, if somebody has low images, it is likely that you could come in and improve that listing. They're likely to have a poor listing, and you're able to actually make changes on that. So let's hit the search button over here and see what comes up. So let's scroll through these listings and see what we can find. Okay. So what is this? Disposable wedding party plastic bowls. Okay, so this looks very interesting. So these are plastic bowls basically. And as you can see, the fulfillment is by FBM, which means that this is fulfilled by the merchant, which means that the seller is fulfilling these orders themselves. So they are packaging, pick, pack, and delivering the products themselves. They are not sending it into Amazon, and it's likely that you could go in and beat them on the listing by just sending it into Amazon. You'll be that much more above this person. Now, as you can see, the number of images is 1. Just 1. So based off of 1 image, we can see that they are making $22,800 a month with 1 image. The listing is probably not that great, I'm predicting. So let's have a look. So they've got a weight of 3.38 pounds. The packaging is pretty small, and there's no information on the storage fee just yet. So what we want to do is we want to open this out. Like we said, we'd always do the checks on the price and the monthly sales as well. You can even check the BSR if you wish, and you can also do a review check if you wanted to. But with this method, we're just looking at improving the listing. So as you can see, the listing is extremely poor. There's 1 image, there's no lifestyle images, no information about the size within the images. As you can see, it's a very, very simple title. It can be definitely improved, but they're doing really well with such a small amount of reviews. And if you wanted to bundle this product, all you would need to do is scroll down and see if there's anything that's being bundled with it. If not, then you can also start to look at the sponsored products related, or you could look at the customers who viewed this item also viewed these items as well. So it's likely that they're buying these together. So what you can see here is the sales rank and the price. Remember, you need to make sure you analyze that as well. But all you would need to do for something like this is improve the listing. Now, this is the only thing that worries me about this is they have so many different variations. So let's go back and see if we can find something different that is something that we could actually do. Okay, so I found something over here, which is a HFS Ultra Precision 1, 2, 3 inch blocks 2-piece. I don't know what it is, but we want to look at it and make sure we find out what it actually is. So as you can see, they've only got 3 images over here. They are a relatively light product, which will be cheap to ship over. The package is pretty small. As you can see, the storage fee is only $63. And as you can see over here, they're making $10,000 a month. So let's have a look at this product over here. And as you can see, it looks like a really, really simple product, as long as you know what you're looking for when you're talking to your supplier. There's only 3 images. There is barely nothing here in the title that can be massively improved. This is extremely poor and can be massively improved. And that's essentially the opportunity here. All you would need to do is improve upon the images over here, make it a lifestyle image so people can understand what it's actually being used for. People are already buying it. We know these guys are making more than $10,000 every single month. You can improve the title, you can improve the description over here, and then you can look at this chart over here. As you can see, the price, the blue line, is the one that we always want to look at. Ignore the list price, which is, we always want to look at the new price, which is the blue line over here. As you can see, they've kept the price the same over the last 30 days. Over the last 90 days, they've kept it the same as well. As you can see, there were some major spikes over here and change on their ranking within their category, and has started to change a little bit and has started to go towards a downward trend. So that's something that you might want to look at as well. So like I said before, you want to look at the frequently bought together because you want every single opportunity to get better and add value to your customer. And what you could do is just bundle some of these products, do a little bit more research, click on these products and find out what can you actually do to add value to the customer, and what is it they actually are wanting, and how can you go about providing that offer to them. So if you want to win the Amazon FBA Stars course, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you comment in the section below, I want your course. You need to comment below, I want your course. Now the winner of the course, Helium 10, and the coaching call will be announced in the Facebook group, the free Amazon FBA Stars Facebook group. So make sure you join that. So if you want a chance to win a free course, make sure you type I want your course in the comment section below. Now, if we go back to Black Box over here, there's something else that I wanted to show you. When you're looking at these products over here, you can also see a small other snapshot that is really important to understand. Now, we want to see that the sales year over year have improved quite rapidly and massively, which means within a year's time, we should be increasing our sales by 75% as well, or thereabouts. And you can also see the sales trend over the last 90 days. -2% is literally nothing, which means that it's just stayed standard, and they have been making $10,000 every single month for the last 3 months at least. And you can see the price trend. You can also see their best sales period, which is January, which is unlikely usually because January is usually a period where there are less buyers online, but this is already doing really well. So it's great to see that they've done really well in January. It's also great to see their sales have been steady throughout the last 90 days as well. So that gives us some confidence that we want to go ahead and do this. So those are just 4 methods that I've shown you. There's ton more ways. You could actually go back up here and make loads of changes to try and find the product, the opportunity. You are looking for that opportunity. You are looking to find a way on how to add value to your customer as well. So this is just part of Amazon FBA product research with Helium 10. We're just using the black box that we have here, and now we haven't even touched any of the other things over here, like Magnet, like Cerebro, like Frankenstein, etc., the index checker, and all the rest of it over here, and even the Chrome extension and the bits that are actually included within this. We haven't even touched X-Ray, which is huge. It's a massive, great product that is beneficial when you're actually doing your product research. If you're wanting to get Helium 10 and you're wanting to get 50% off this full package, including the Chrome extension and all of these bits on the left, make sure you click the link in the description that will take you over to Helium 10 and use the discount code Vik JC 50 to get 50% off Helium 10. And remember, don't forget to enter the competition. If you want to win 1 month's worth of free Helium 10, write Helium 10 in the comment section, or I want Helium 10 in the comment section below. If you want to win a free coaching session with me, write Coach Me in the comment section below. And if you want to win the big prize, the Amazon FBA Stars course with me, getting my coaching and tutorial, a one-to-one mentorship with me as well, on top of that, make sure you write I want your course in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This was an awesome Helium 10 black box tool tutorial for 2019, and I will see you in the next video. If you liked what you learned here and you want a step-by-step guide in starting an Amazon FBA business, you want an over-the-shoulder tutorial with my personal mentorship, which is absolutely vital to getting started on Amazon, because you will always have questions when you're actually starting a business like this? Well, check out the courses that I have available. I'll put a link in the description for you. There's more than 50 videos, tons of how-to guides and PDFs and spreadsheets all set out for you, just like I used when I set up and started my Amazon business. So I'm hoping to see you on the other side.